Right now at noon, Governor Tony Evers says he's prepared to activate the National Guard following last night's protests. And Republican lawmakers are calling on the governor and Madison's mayor to take action following the protests overnight.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Governor Tony Evers says he's prepared to activate the Wisconsin National Guard after a night of protests turned destructive in downtown Madison. Here's what it looked like this morning outside the state capitol. Capitol Police say they responded to multiple attempts of people trying to breach the building. 2 statues from outside were also removed and damaged. Both have since been recovered. Madison police say several state buildings were damaged and a Molotov cocktail was thrown into the city-county building. A state senator from Milwaukee says he was assaulted by the protesters last night while filming the crowd. Video posted on Twitter by Democratic Senator Tim Carpenter shows 2 people running up to him. Carpenter says he was punched and kicked in the head, neck, and ribs and believes he may have a concussion. Our cameras captured state leaders, including Governor Evers, checking out the damage done to state property this morning. You can see the governor examining part of the Capitol. In a series of tweets and in a statement, Governor Evers says violence against any person is wrong and should not be tolerated, suggesting those responsible will be held accountable. Other state leaders are calling what happened an example of failed leadership. Amy Reed heard from Republican leaders in the legislature this morning and is live with what they had to say. Amy?
The Speaker of the Assembly and other Republican leaders from the chamber said that Governor Evers and Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway need to lead better and allow police to intervene when protesters turn destructive. That was the focus of their conversation with the press today. They said people, no matter the color of their skin, need to be held accountable for breaking the law. They questioned why Governor Evers didn't use Capitol Police to prevent the statues from being torn down or to protect Senator Carpenter. They also questioned why Madison police didn't intervene. As for the protesters, they said this violence isn't going to encourage reform.
We know that in the United States and Wisconsin and every community around our state, peaceful protest is one of the ways that change occurs. But violent protest, where a mob forms and government refuses to act, is the exact opposite of how change will occur.
We asked Voss about what kind of change he would support and when we could see the legislature act on that, and we'll bring you those answers this evening. But this frustration Republicans showed is also how Democratic leadership is reacting today. They said the destruction is unacceptable, but the Senate minority leader also said that this could have been prevented if the legislature actually took up police reform bills.
Amy Reed, live at the state capitol. Amy, thank you. Madison's Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway called last night's protest far from peaceful and exceedingly dangerous. The mayor went on to say that people engaged in violence and criminal conduct against people or property on the streets of Madison will be held accountable. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi also reacted to last night's protest. He says, "Let me be clear. The violence against unarmed African Americans across the nation is absolutely deplorable. All of us must look within ourselves and within our systems and do the hard work needed to bring about change. But setting fire to buildings filled with people will not get us to that place." Earlier on News 3 Now this morning, our Christina Laurie talked to protesters about the statues they took down. One protester told us that they do not feel like the state is moving forward.
The state of Wisconsin is false flagging its values. These statues up here represent a progression that African Americans don't have.
Yeah, I mean, the statue itself, it was called forward.
And we're not moving forward, we're moving backwards. So this don't need to be here until we're ready to move forward.
Anderson Carter says a lot more needs to be done across Wisconsin. She says she'd like to see the governor spend more time in Madison and focus on the whole state rather than just Milwaukee. She says that the assistant chief of police has reached out to her and they hope to start a dialogue about the problems in the state. News 3 Now has multiple crews in downtown Madison as the city and state begin the cleanup process. On later newscasts, local law enforcement officials talk about last night's protests. We'll have those updates and continuing coverage all day long on channel3000.com. A partly sunny day, and we could see some thunderstorms this evening. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warned forecast. Hi, Hattie.
Hi, Mark. Yes, we do have some clouds popping up across the area this afternoon. Just like yesterday, expect those clouds to get a little thicker, and eventually some showers and even some isolated thunderstorms will be possible. Temperatures are warming nicely, though. A lot of 70s on the map right now. 72 in Madison, 75 in Janesville, and 73 in Platteville. Still 68 in Mineral Point and even 69 in the Dells. Temperatures over the next 12 hours will top right around 74 here in Madison, then we'll drop back to the 60s this evening. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll try and time out those rain chances. Here's a look at that probability of precipitation. Looks to be mainly an afternoon and evening event for southern Wisconsin once again.
Looks like yesterday.
Yes, it is.
All right, Hattie, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. Both lanes of traffic are blocked in Sun Prairie right now. Here's a live look at the scene. Sun Prairie police say that a dump truck lost control and flipped on County Road R. Officers say the driver walked away from the crash but was taken to a hospital in an ambulance. Officials say one lane of traffic should be opened shortly. Health officials in Dane County have reported the county's highest number of COVID-19 cases so far. The county has 71 new cases of the virus. Since the beginning of the outbreak, 1,245 people have tested positive for the virus in Dane County. As for the state, there are 25,488 cases and 750 deaths. About 78% of the cases have recovered. Meanwhile, across the country, over the last 2 weeks, coronavirus hospitalizations have trended upward in at least 14 states, including Texas, where there's concern the spread is accelerating. President Trump says America is winning the war against the coronavirus pandemic, but the nation's leading health experts disagree. This comes as the president is heading out on the road for campaign events and hosting foreign dignitaries for the first time since the lockdowns began back in March. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House.
President Trump is defending his administration's response to COVID-19.
COVID. I say, what's the 19? COVID-19, some people can't explain what the 19. Give me the COVID-19. I said, that's an odd name. But here's the story. We are going to be stronger than ever before, and it's going to be soon.
The president was speaking at a campaign event in Arizona, a state that reported a record number of cases Tuesday. The church in Phoenix was packed with people, most not following public health recommendations to wear a mask.
Plan A, don't go in a crowd. Plan B, if you do, make sure you wear a mask.
But the president said the country is winning the battle against the coronavirus.
We're doing so well after the plague. It's going away.
Dr. Anthony Fauci was less optimistic during a congressional hearing.
I wouldn't use the word prevail. I would say that we are still in the middle of a serious outbreak.
President Obama slammed President Trump's coronavirus response during a virtual fundraiser with Joe Biden.
Suggests facts don't matter. Science doesn't matter. That suggests that a deadly disease is fake news.
President Trump is hosting the president of Poland here at the White House today for the first in-person diplomatic visit since the pandemic began. The White House press secretary said the visit comes at a critical time for both the United States and Poland as we reopen our countries after months of battling the coronavirus pandemic. Andrzej Duda faces his own re-election contest Sunday. The two leaders are working on a defense deal to deploy thousands of additional U.S. troops to Poland. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And the National Guard will be in Grant County testing people for COVID-19. On June 29th, the National Guard will be in Crossage Park in Boscobel. On July 8th, testing will be done at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Lancaster. And on July 15th, there will be testing done at Riverside Park in Cassville. The free testing is first come, first serve. There's also free testing happening in Sauk County. This Friday, there will be COVID-19 testing at the Baraboo Fire Department and at the Baraboo EMS station. If you want to be tested, you have to schedule an appointment between 8 a.m. and noon. To set up an appointment, call 608-393-0959. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. We'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
It wouldn't make sense to top fresh from the garden greens with anything other than freshly made dressing, would it? I don't think so.
Going on now, 4 days only. Save big at Grand Appliance and avoid big box crowds this holiday during the Friends and Family Sale. Shop online or at your local Grand Appliance. Double up on Grand exclusive savings. Up to $1,000 on top of already reduced July 4th pricing. Take advantage of safe online, phone, and virtual shopping options. Plus, your choice of either no-contact curbside or in-home delivery services. Don't delay. Grand Appliance Friends and Family Sale ends this Sunday, June 28th.
Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. Safe to say 2020 has been a year unlike any we've ever seen. We're so grateful we've been able to conduct business safely and responsibly and do our small part to keep Wisconsin's economy rolling. And we'd like to thank all of the homeowners who have chosen to make Leaf Guard the choice for the last gutters their home will ever need.
We looked at several different types of gutters, and we knew that we had problems with leaves. We have lots of trees around our house, and I'm the one who goes and cleans out the gutters, and I wanted to eliminate that hassle in the fall of cleaning the gutters, and Leaf Guard has done a wonderful job.
Love to hear that. Right now, your Leaf Guard gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new Leaf Guard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
My mom was a bank teller, but her hands were so crippled by arthritis she could no longer do her job. She applied for Social Security disability benefits. Like most people, my mom was denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't be embarrassed and don't give up. My mom appealed. You can too. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
Right now, during Steinhoffel's 4th of July mattress sale, save up to $700 instantly on Tempur-Breeze adjustable mattress sets. And get $300 in Apple Rewards or $300 in Steinhoffel's cash. Buy a Tempur-Breeze and sleep up to 8 degrees cooler all night long. Queen Tempur-Breeze mattresses now only $59 per month with Steinhoffel's 0% 60-month financing. All this plus free next-day delivery on your new Tempur-Pedic. Only at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffel's Mattress.
Thursday morning, Hattie has some warmer temps in store for us before another chance of storms roll in.
And we're continuing to monitor protests in Madison and across the country.
We'll get you caught up on everything that happens overnight starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
We're smack dab in the middle of what many consider the peak of salad season. Right now, tomatoes are so juicy, we could eat them like apples. And the cukes, so crisp and fresh tasting. They're not only the perfect addition to our salads, but a welcome anytime snack. With produce this good, it only makes sense that the salad dressings that we top them with are equally fresh. That's why I'm sharing a few homemade dressings that'll make any salad farm stand worthy. If you love creamy dressing, start by placing a chunked up cucumber in a blender or food processor, along with some sour cream and a bit of mayonnaise. Add a bit of chopped onion and a few spices, and give it a whirl. In seconds, you've got a dressing that's creamy and dreamy. Or if you'd rather drizzle your salad with a vinaigrette, we've got a couple that you can throw together using ingredients that you probably have in your pantry. To get the recipe for our creamy farmer's dressing, our poppy seed vinaigrette, which goes great with fruitier types of salads, and our orange honey dressing, which is really refreshing, visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a freshly dressed way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Howard. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, a sunny start to your Wednesday, but we could see some more showers this afternoon. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has more in your first warn forecast coming up.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
You were always the responsible one. So much like me. Always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Buildco season is here, and the signs are all around us. Like free installation on all windows, siding, and doors, and no interest for 1 year. It's time to jump on that home renovation project and free installation all from the comfort of home. That gives you time to make the most of your Feldco season.
Free installation ends soon.
Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Baca Enterprises is truly humbled and thankful to all of our employees, residents, families, and vendors for their patience and cooperation.
Our employees have gone above and beyond with sanitation efforts, altering their daily routines, all while spreading joy and happiness throughout our communities.
Looking to the future, Baca Enterprises will be here for you.
To provide a sense of security and to provide comfort by keeping you safe and healthy.
Baca Enterprises is helping you live life with confidence. Visit our website to schedule your tour today.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is this weekend only. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only in the Exhibition Hall at the Alliant Energy Center, Madison.
Madison's not happy treating people differently because of their race.
I've learned when I've been out reporting on the front lines that everyone is impacted differently, but it's also important to take some time to not judge people and to understand where they're coming from and why they might be angry or why they might be sad.
This is our opportunity. You do see the best in some people coming out.
This time feels different. This time, I think, a real conversation may begin.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
A brutal forecast from the IMF and a personal porta potty fit for the pandemic era. Diane King Hall has more in today's Money Watch report.
Stocks dropped in early trade as investors return to worrying about rising coronavirus cases. Shares of companies tied to a successful reopening of the economy lost ground, such as United and Delta Airlines and Carnival Cruise Lines. The International Monetary Fund has severely downgraded its forecast for the global economy. The IMF is now projecting negative growth for every region of the world this year. The fund says the global economy will contract by nearly 5% in 2020. The IMF says the COVID-19 pandemic has been more brutal than expected, and the recovery will be slower than originally predicted. Twitter will give employees Election Day off beginning this year. In the U.S., that means its offices will be closed on November 3rd this year, and it will be considered a paid day off. The company says the same benefit will be offered to workers globally in their national elections. From shelter in place to public space, the health risks of the outside world are real, and public toilets are the pinnacle. Enter the Travel John, a disposable urine bag fit for when you've got to go on the go. The pouches absorb liquid deposits and morph into a, quote, odorless and spill-proof gel. The Travel John comes in packs of 3, 6, and 18. And yes, Travel Janes and Travel Johns for kids exist as well. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. I'm Diane King Hall.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 596 points. The NASDAQ off 183. The S&P 500 down 69. Farm Director Pam Yankee is here now with today's Ag News. Hi, Pam.
I'm just like the rest of you, pretty excited about the idea that we're going to get a taste of summer. Now, the latest announcement, the Wisconsin State Fair, along with the Wisconsin Bakers Association, going to make the State Fair cream puffs available during the same period in time where the Wisconsin State Fair would be held. You're going to have to work for it a little bit around the Madison area. Festival Foods is going to be one of the places where you'll be able to pick them up. Otherwise, you can always drive over to State Fair Park. They'll have curbside available again front part of August. Remember, the other taste of summer is our June dairy events. Don't forget, Lafayette County's got a June dairy drive-thru on Saturday at the fairgrounds in Darlington. Juneau County has got a June dairy drive-thru at Cattails Dairy in Waniwak on Saturday. On Sunday, Fond du Lac County's got a June dairy drive-thru at Verclair Dairy just outside of Manitowoc. All of these sites, or all of these locations, I should say, have Facebook websites where you can get more details. Fond du Lac is the only one that's a ticketed event. Otherwise, the other two are free. Now, if history tells us anything, people are really looking forward to getting out and trying to still celebrate June dairy activities. A big crowd over the weekend up in Pepin. And don't forget, there's still another June dairy celebration a little bit farther down the road. Dane County's still planning to do a June dairy celebration on August 1st at Hinchley Dairy down in Cambridge. We'll keep you posted on the details there. And the other taste of summer is coming up real fast, grilling on the 4th of July. Brooke Roberts with the Wisconsin Beef Council says that beef is as popular as it's ever been, primarily because people are doing more cooking. Hamburger, probably the #1 item we're seeing going on the grill, but when it comes to Father's Day or even 4th of July, she says that consumers also take another look at steaks for the grill. They've got great recipes up on their website, beeftips.com, or Wisconsin Beef Council on Facebook, if you're looking before we get to the weekend. Just a quick update on what's happening in food news for you on a Wednesday. Don't forget MidwestFarmReport.com. That's my website. I've got more details there. There's your farm update. I'm Pam Yankee. Have a good one.
You too, Pam. Thank you. Here's Hattie now with your forecast.
Yeah, 3 things that you need to know going forward as we approach the weekend and next week. Just like yesterday, we have some showers this afternoon and evening. You may see a few isolated thunderstorms as well, some gusty winds possible, or a brief downpour, but that's about it. No severe weather is expected today. Now, late Friday into early Saturday, that's another round of showers and thunderstorms. These storms will tap into some Gulf Coast moisture, so some very heavy rain is possible, as well as a slight risk for severe storms then. Then as we head through the weekend into next week, our focus will be the heat and humidity. It's definitely going to feel like July as heat index values approach 90 degrees or go a little bit above that heading into next week. Now, here's a look at what we have this morning or this afternoon on Doppler track. Not a whole lot here across southern Wisconsin, but you can see that those showers beginning to pop in the northern part of the state. A few isolated lightning strikes here and there as well. You can see those lightning strikes don't last too long. The showers pop up and then weaken pretty quickly. All of this activity will continue to move into southern Wisconsin as we go through the afternoon. So here's what it looks like outside right now. When I got into work just a couple of hours ago, skies were completely clear. Now we're seeing some of those cumulus clouds start to develop. They'll continue to grow through the afternoon. Our temperatures are in the 70s, 72 here in Madison, 72 as well in Monroe. Janesville's the warm spot right now with 75 degrees. Temperatures will warm a couple of degrees yet, but dew points are not going to climb. Dew points will hold steady in the mid-50s, even into the evening hours. So we're not going to notice that humidity too much as we go through the afternoon. Here's a look at your future track forecast model. Again, look for clouds and scattered showers and thunderstorms to become a bit more widespread through the afternoon hours. Right around 4 to 5 o'clock, we'll hit our high temperature of 74 here in Madison. Those showers may impact evening activities, but as the sun sets, you see that activity diminishes across southern Wisconsin, and we stay dry overnight. Temperatures will then drop back into the 50s again overnight. Your future track potential precipitation is going to be on the light side once again for today. Now, here's a look at that 3-day severe weather outlook. No severe weather today, a marginal risk Thursday, mainly for the overnight hours. And then on Friday, that's when we see a slight risk for severe weather across the southern 2/3 of the area. Your future track forecast model heading into the weekend brings pretty widespread rain late Friday into early Saturday. After that, though, it looks like things actually move to the south and we get a couple of dry days here back in southern Wisconsin. Total precipitation, though, Friday into Saturday could be closer to a half to 1 inch of rain. Here's a look at that extended forecast. I told you it was going to get pretty hot and humid around here. We're looking at high temperatures in the mid-80s. Very humid conditions starting on Friday and lasting through much of next week. So mark right on cue. July starts. It gets hot and humid.
Enjoy this cooler weather.
Yes.
All right, Hattie, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, the coronavirus shutdown sent gas prices to lows not seen in years, but that's now changing. More on that after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Now at Menards. Create an exciting outdoor living space with Menards' great selection of concrete landscape block. Whether it's flawless landscaping, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create. Straight or beveled 17-inch Crestone retaining wall blocks are just 97 cents each after 11% off. Start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes. This 4th of July, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible. This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. It feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real. This 4th of July is the best time to get Plexiderm for $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
With businesses and stores back open, people are hitting the road more, and that's leading to higher prices at the pump. When the coronavirus pandemic forced millions to stay home, demand for gas dropped, and so did prices. The national average fell to $1.74 a gallon in late April. In parts of the country, you could even find prices under $1. But as the economy opened up, gas prices rose, jumping more than 35 cents a gallon in the past 2 weeks.
If the situation with coronavirus does continue to improve, look for gas prices to spend much of the summer continuing to inch higher.
There is some good news. Americans are still paying less than they did at this time last year, about 50 to 60 cents less per gallon. Hattie's here with one final check of the forecast.
Looks nice outside right now with just partly sunny skies, but as we look at the radar map once again, you'll see those scattered showers really beginning to pop up across northern Wisconsin. They'll become a bit more numerous and head into the southern part of the state over the next couple of hours. So all of us have a chance to get wet as we head through the afternoon. Temperatures will top in the middle 70s today. Here's a sneak peek at that weekend forecast. Pretty good likelihood that we're going to see some rain moving in on Friday, especially Friday night. It is going to get warmer and more humid around here, with highs back in the middle 80s.
Can't wait.
Get that AC ready.
That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a safe afternoon.